to the first chat of season 5
Oh my
of Big Brother Canada.
I'm all tingly.
This is really exciting.
This is a great season, judging by this cast. If you want our full thoughts on the cast assessment, we have 2 videos for that.
The links are below, as well as the link to our house reaction assessment, whatever video.
Reveal.
Yeah. So the theme this year is Odyssey.
This spaceship's called Odyssey, and we are boarding.
How sick was that intro, though?
That was great.
Get your spacesuits on!
All right, so the first 4 in are all newbies.
Yes.
Mark, Dre, Dylan, Jackie, they all run in, and they're like, wow!
And then they're like...
Well, no, only Dre was
oh, that's so sad!
she wiped out minutes in. Minutes in.
Well, I mean, we don't know when it actually happened, because... editing, but
yeah,
they were all like, "Are you okay?"
I think she fell victim to the stairs.
I don't think it was the stairs.
Where it turns
she was
a little
walking
bit.
on the first floor.
I'm trying to help her out here.
I think it was just the excitement and the heels, but anyway.
Second 4 in, also all newbies. Emily, where's the rest of your dress?
At first, I thought she was wearing flesh-colored pants because I couldn't believe that she would wear a dress that short. I
think they make that in a shirt, too.
I'm just saying, like, it was dangerous.
Yeah.
It was dangerous.
Karen, Demetris, and William.
Okay, I thought he said in the interviews that his name was Dimitri, but I guess we are saying the S now.
How adorable were William's short pants?
William, I love you! Yes.
Love them. No socks, of course not.
Of course not.
All right.
So that's like all fun and everything, but then it's time for shit to get real. Let's bring in the veterans.
Whoa, they sent them in one at a time.
Yeah, they got to like prance onto the stage, get their standing ovations, and then go in one at a time.
All right, so that first 4 group was Netta, Kevin, Ika, and Dallas.
I'm just saying, like, Netta got the loudest applause.
Yeah, and she marched right in there, no problem.
She's like, I'm gonna kick ass.
The newbies were shocked / pissed.
Karen was freaking starstruck over all these veterans coming in. Oh my God.
Netta came in, and this was the funniest part of the whole episode. Netta came in and said, "Is this international? Who
are you guys international?" I was waiting for her to be like, "Is Danielle Reyes here?"
It just goes to show you that they really do not know what's going to happen.
Of course not. And there were rumors swirling that this was going to be an international season.
You never really know until you walk in the door.
You know what would have been amazing?
What?
If the newbies were like, yes, I'm from...
Oh my God,
I'm from BB UK.
That would have been crazy.
I would have loved to see that and like have seen how long they could have pulled that off.
That would have been hilarious.
But anyway, they didn't. They were like, no, we're the newbies. You're going to kick our asses. You know, whatever.
A lot of them were like,
yeah.
Done.
It was more interesting, though, I think, to see the reactions of the vets as the other vets were coming in.
Yeah, yeah. Ika did not seem to be thrilled with anybody except for Netta.
Yeah, a couple times somebody would come in and Ika was just like,
All right, so the final 4 returners were Cassandra, Bruno, Cindy, and Fabulous Gary.
Oh, yeah.
He's got the money spot. He's in last. He's just like,
But I thought that Karen was like having a baby when Bruno walked in.
She really liked Bruno.
She was like, oh my God!
Guess she had a little crush on Bruno. I don't
know, but it was pretty funny.
Dre told Gary that he had a little lipstick on his teeth, which was very nice of her.
That was nice of her.
But Gary makes beeline for Cindy with an S. And he's, oh, I love your hair, and I want to work with you.
But keep it a secret, but I'm saying this in front of everyone.
Yeah, that was great.
I'm sure it was much quieter than it appeared to us. Yeah. Because, like, obviously we had the captions and stuff. But, like, yeah, they're going to work together. I'm very excited about that.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about the prizes.
Okay.
It's bigger and better than ever.
Yay! So you may hear this $100,000 prize and be like, what? That's like nothing. But Canada doesn't have a prize tax.
That's
so
nice.
That's awesome.
Very nice.
And you get the $30,000 furniture shopping spree from the Brick. And they added on a new prize. 2017 Toyota 86. But okay, so when I originally heard that this car was part of the prize package, I didn't hear the 2017 part. I just heard like 86 Toyota, and I thought that it meant it was a crappy old car from 1986.
Oh my
God. At first I thought it was a joke, and then I thought maybe like, oh, maybe that was a really good year or something. No, it's a new car, and it looks amazing.
I never heard of a Toyota 86.
It's like a sporty...
It seems like a kind of a dumb thing to name a car, because when you 86 something, you throw it in the garbage. Does this car throw itself in the garbage?
Maybe there's like an eject button. Like, you don't like your passenger, you're like, get out!
I don't know. All right, well, let's get right to the HOH competition, the very first one of the season. They are randomly pairing the vets with the newbies,
right?
Which I thought was great.
That's fun. And they're getting really close in this challenge.
And they have very little on. It looks like their suits are spray painted on.
Oh.
You know what? The suits actually look better on them than it did when we saw it on the Entertainment Tonight guy.
I thought it was about the same.
I don't know. I thought it was okay.
All right.
Maybe
well,
the
anyway,
lighting was different. I don't know.
For this challenge, one person was suspended from the wall.
Right.
Like
with
leaning
a harness.
forward. Yeah. We like to call it harness instead of harness.
Yes.
And then the partner was hanging on to that person leaning back.
Like a koala baby.
They're both standing on this platform. Ow.
Well, this is called dropped in space.
Yeah, because every once in a while they kept releasing the rope a little bit, and you'd have to lean forward or back more.
You have to hang on as long as you can before you get dropped.
Right. So this is really interesting because you're like, okay, well, what happens when it comes down to one pair? Are they just going to decide amongst themselves who's going to be the new HOH?
Yes.
No, they're not. Well, sort of.
Yeah,
Those two are automatically safe, and then they can pick not only one of themselves, but anyone to be the HOH this week.
Is very smart.
That's a big deal.
That is a big deal. But not only are they hanging there, they also get sprayed with freaking cold as ice water. So, of course, this challenge favors a tiny person.
You would think, right?
Yes. So, Bruno and Dylan were out first.
Yeah.
Dylan's got a bad back, and I believe Bruno did too.
And he's like the biggest dude there.
Yeah. And then a couple other people.
Cass, Gary, they're all out.
Freaking William is like,
oh my God.
Kevin, may I slide down so my face is by your penis?
No, William was with Netta.
Oh, right. It
was Dimitris.
Dimitris.
I'm not going to be able to get used to that.
Can I slide down you, Kevin, so my face is near your penis? Are you comfortable with that?
And Kevin was like, oh yeah, that feels great. Come on. Did you not lose it when he said like, yes?
Yes. Yes, I did. But then he dropped him anyway and freaking took Kevin out. I thought Kevin smashed his face on the wall. It was scary for a second.
It was really scary, but he was okay, so that's great. But then William and Netta, it was too much. They couldn't do it anymore. And apparently, we didn't see this, but Netta like missed the mat when she fell down, and she had to go to the hospital. I don't know what exactly happened, but she's back in the house and she's okay now, so that's good.
I didn't see her like fall. I saw her fall off the thing and hit the wall.
Well, maybe she hit the wall and like slid down or something.
Oh, I don't know. They were like stuck there. All right, so that was tragic.
Yeah.
Dallas made a deal and he dropped his partner. I forget who was with him. It was some other dude. I know who it was.
I can't think of it right now. Oh, wait, Mark?
Yeah, maybe.
I think it was Mark.
Yeah, Mark.
So it came down to Ika and Dre.
Right.
And Karen and Cindy.
And
the whole time Karen was like, my shoulders, I can't. And Cindy was like, yes, you can, yes, you can.
Yes, but then when it came time to make a deal, Ika was like, are you solid? And Karen was like, I will die before I let Cindy with an S go. My fingers will be bleeding.
Yeah, Karen really turned it up. Remember,
yes, she really
we had
did.
a lengthy discussion in our cast assessment about Karen, so make sure you check that out if you haven't seen it yet.
All right.
But wow.
I was shocked that Ika and Dre dropped.
They decided they're out. They agreed that they would be safe this week.
And Cindy made...
well, Cindy and Karen decided that Karen was going to be the HOH this week. Whoa!
If I were them, I would not have made either one of them HOH because they would have had all of the safety without any of the blood on their hands.
If you remember in the pre-show interviews, Karen was saying that she specifically wanted the first HOH so that she could be in on some deals with people. She wants some security because she is the oldest person in the house. And that's going to put a huge target on her back.
I think she still would have gotten the security without the blood.
I don't know.
Now she's going to have a lot of blood on her hands, and Cindy's going to be scot-free. All right, we'll see. But this season, they're calling twists shockwaves.
All right.
I like that.
I'm here for it.
I like that.
I'll take it.
First one.
This is a big-ass deal.
This is huge. They've never done this before on the U.S. franchise either.
No, I've never seen this before.
There's a 24-hour vote to give one of the house guests safety till jury.
What?
Oh my God, what if they give it to Karen? That would be crazy.
I feel like it's definitely going to go to a veteran.
I think so.
I think I'm like 95%
because it's a
sure
popularity contest.
Yeah. But who's it going to be? Who are you guys voting for? Let us know in the comments.
I'm going to predict that it's either going to be Netta or Gary.
Maybe Ika, I think, would have a shot at it. I'm not really
Possibly.
sure. But again, like, this could actually hurt someone's game, too.
It could. Because they're going to say, oh, you skated all the way through. Now you're going to be the first one out when we hit jury.
Yeah. This is pretty insane. But, again, let us know what you guys think in the comments. I'm so excited about this season.
Yeah.
Tomorrow night is the first eviction.
Yeah, so we're going to do a little fast forward. Because
this whole week already happened.
It already happened.
Yeah, so they'll be catching up tomorrow with the eviction. And then the live feeds turn on after tomorrow's episode.
Thank you, guys. Leave it in the comments. And until next time,
much love.